What's up, y'all? Forward Pressure back here with some sad breaking news, man. This sucks for real. For those who haven't seen yet, late last night, Jamal Hill put out a video announcing that he has ruptured his Achilles tendon and is going to be relinquishing the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship. And on the Jamal Hill side of things, man, that sucks. That really does suck. You got a guy who just won the title in a fight of the year contender. That fight that he had with Glover was violent. It was dramatic. It was awesome. Seeing him, break down into tears at the end when he won the title, that was so cool. And now already he's giving up the belt. And that sucks for him because I think the path back to a title for him is going to be difficult. Coming off an Achilles injury is not going to be easy. Jamal Hill isn't exactly the most in shape guy. I mean, we can all admit that. It's going to be really difficult for him to find a path back to the title, especially if a guy like Izzy decides to move up. Now that you've got the last two guys who beat him squaring off in what has to be the title match, right? There's no other title match you can make besides this one. All the other prospects at light heavyweight just don't deserve it. These guys probably don't deserve it, but nobody at light heavyweight does. Nobody at light heavyweight has deserved their title shot in years, if we're being honest. Glover, people said, was the only person there. Jan fought Dominic Reyes, who was coming off of a loss. Nobody at light heavyweight has truly deserved their title shot when they got it. It's been a drought of prospects, and now you are forced into this situation where either Jan Blachowicz or Alex Pereira is your next light heavyweight champion, presumably. And if one of those guys is your next light heavyweight champion, if you're the UFC, you've got to do everything to make that Izzy fight. Now that it's in front of a crowd, because the first Jan fight was in the Apex, if you remember, putting him and Alex in front of anyone would be huge. There's no way you don't do that fight if you're the UFC. I wonder if they try to pull off the Dricus fight first. In my head, that's what I would do. I think that if Izzy is going to move up to 205, you've got to put on the weight properly. You've got to take it seriously. You can't just move up and say, I trust my skills. These guys are 20 pounds heavier than you. There's no way that you can just walk in and be ready to fight them, especially Jan Blachowicz. He proved that in the last fight, that the size advantage was there. It was real. We saw it. Now, with all that said about Jamal and Izzy, can we quickly talk about what this would mean for Alex Pereira? You're talking about a guy who joined the UFC in November of 2021, possibly fighting for his second weight class title. In less than 2 years, this man has the opportunity to become a legitimate weight class champion, defeating a former weight class champion. That's unheard of. Say what you will about the guy getting rushed to these opportunities. If he knocks out Izzy and then goes out there and, you assume if he's going to beat Blachowicz, he's going to knock him out. If he does that, he's legit. I don't care what anyone says. Forget everything my hypocritical ass just said about earning a title shot. That's true. But he went out there and did it. All these guys go out there and do it. But for Alex to be put in these places and just go knock people the hell out, that proves that guy's power is real. If he beats Jan Blachowicz, this guy, you have to put him on some kind of all-time list, and he's only got, 5 fucking fights? It really doesn't make sense. So to wrap, the light heavyweight title picture is a damn mess, and I kind of love it. If you love MMA, light heavyweights, or Alex Pereira, follow and subscribe to Forward Pressure. I'll definitely be having more breakdowns talking about next week's card. I don't know about this weekend's card. Maybe we'll do something. It doesn't look very good. But follow and subscribe, and thanks for listening.